What's up, everybody? I'm back, man, and you guys already know where I'm back from. I'm back from my from the medical doctor. You know what I mean? I went to go on a follow up to go see the way my recovery from my surgery that I just recently had. Well, not recent. It was months ago, but I've been on that express recovery lane, and the reason is man is because I didn't let my surgery get the best of me. Yeah, I could have used that as an excuse to derail and take the easier way out. But excuses, man, like I've said in the past, and I'm going to tell you guys today, excuses are just signs of weakness, people. And I did a little short and expressed my feelings, what I wanted, because I had to get my point across to people because, day in, day out, I hear all these excuses of why they can't invest in their health. It's so much, they're not saying it directly about their health, but, basically this is what my channel is based upon. This is a fitness channel. The people that I'm trying to reach out to I'm trying to reach out to everybody and anybody that's going through a struggle, okay? So don't get me wrong on that. If I could assist you in any way to help you overcome a struggle or a vice, I will be more than happy to, try to guide you in the right path. You know what I'm saying? Because like I've said, I have a track record of hitting rock bottom, and I'm on top of my A game now. But as you could see, that shoulder surgery that I had done was wrong side there, left side, baby. The doctor was impressed with my results. He's like, he hasn't seen anyone go through recovery as fast as I have. And no, I'm not tooting my own horn. It's just I was that person that wasn't going to let that set me back. Because a little setback is nothing major. Sometimes we occur problems that are worse than others, but we can't let it defeat us, people. And what I'm trying to get to you guys is, the point I'm trying to express to you guys is, if you get beat down, and as long as you jump back up, you're winning, okay? The day you decide to get beat down and stay down, that's when you game over. It's a loss, man. Well, anyways, I did go rambling on a lot, didn't I? And that's exactly what I do, man. Once again, this is a fitness channel, and I'm ranting and raving just a little bit, and it's because I'm kind of like tooting my own horn, because overall the doctor was very impressed, not only with the recovery, but because of my age. He's never seen anybody that went through recovery as fast as I have. Because every time I went to go see him, I didn't argue with him when he wanted to do certain stretches or, rotate my arm a certain way. I didn't contest it because he's a professional. He knows what he's doing, so I trusted him. Of course, I really don't trust nobody, but I had to accept his wisdom that he's acquired, you know what I mean? Because he is what he is by being smart. He has the smarts. He's not a dummy. So anyways, people, yes, you got to keep in mind, I do ramble on a lot. And yes, I do jump around all over the place. That's what this cat does. Before I go on about this, you guys already know excuses are, they're for the birds, man. It's just signs of weakness. Check it out, man. There's a picture of me right there. And I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I was beat up, man, wrecked up, went through a major surgery and didn't let that hold me back from doing what I need to do to become that best version of myself. As you can see, you know what I mean? I don't talk about it, I stay about it. Now, if you want to get started on your fitness journey, shoot me a DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. As a matter of fact, if you guys want, you can even go check out my website, man. It's highpowerfitness.net. I have testimonials, I have transformations, and it'll give you a quick little breakdown on who you're dealing with when you decide to sign up with me, if you decide to sign up with me. I'm a person right here of understanding. I could understand the struggles that many of you that are going through. Why? Because I've been through them. I've lived over a half a century already, so you could imagine the struggles that I've been through. Yes, drugs have changed, but an addiction and is the same as an addiction back in the day. So if you guys are ready to make a difference in your life for the better, that way you could stick around a lot longer for your family for the days and years to come, shoot me a DM, man, or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. I have that blueprint to success, people. I've proven it time after time. I had a gentleman, one of my team members, just gave me a testimonial last week. The man is 60 years old. 60 years old, he's blind, and with his program, the 3-month program that he signed up for, before his program was even up, he still had, I believe, a week left. He had lost 39 pounds of fat. His diabetes, his high blood pressure, all back to normal again. Why? Because he followed the blueprint that I provided for him. I don't talk about it, I be about it. And I know I got a lot of these motherfucking haters on here that are trying to bash me, but you can't bash me. Take a look at yourself in the mirror, motherfucker. Do you look the way I look? Or let's keep it real. Does your daddy look as good as I do? Does your grandpa look as good as I do? Probably not. Why? Because they done gave up on themselves, or they're just comfortable with the way they live. But I guarantee, at the end of everyone's last day, they're gonna wish that they made changes for the better. Because no one wants to leave their family behind. I don't care how tough you think you are. You know what I mean? Time here on earth is precious, people, so live it to the fullest, the best. Stop talking about it, be about it. Invest in your health, man. Well, anyways, people, with that being said, man, I ain't really got nothing to chop it up with you guys about other than all the motherfucking haters here on the YouTube yarda. There's been so much activity going on in the yarda, and I speak for other content creators. And just out of curiosity, because I'm the type of person that, I'll tune in, but I don't stay very long, because my days are over at 8:30. I tuned in, and I actually took the advice of a content creator's, what he had mentioned about reading and going through the comments. Well, he wasn't giving advice. He was just speaking on what he does. He reviews a lot of comments through other people, and he catches other trolls from his channel onto other people's channels trying to stir shit up. I never, looked at it that way. That's a good tactic in seeing the fakes and frauds, you know what I mean? So I actually went through his content, one of the videos that he had dropped, and this individual had a lot of trolling going on, and the names, they were very familiar. It's like it's an organization within the YouTube yarda. These motherfuckers bounce around from YouTuber to YouTuber. The same people trying to stir shit up. They'll come at a certain individual a certain way. They'll come at me a certain way, trying to come at me semi-correct and say that this individual's wolfing about me, in which I know they aren't. Why? Because I know this person, this individual personally, and that's not the way they get down. Because if an individual had something to tell me or didn't agree with something that I said, he would bring it to my attention. Why? Because the individual that they try to stir shit up between me and that person with, I have their number. They have my number. So all you motherfucking fakes, flakes, and frauds, and trollos, and funny bunnies out there trying to stir shit up and create animosity towards one another here on YouTube, quit that shit already. You know what I mean? Get me to 10,000 subscribers. We'll start doing lives, and all you motherfuckers could pull up to the YouTube, my YouTube yarda. The other individuals don't like to address it as the YouTube yarda, but I'm just going with the flow. I know there's no such thing as a YouTube yarda, but in reality, in social media, there really is. It's right here, baby, the YouTube yarda. But anyways, people, with that being said, man, I'm not going to bring this video any longer. But I just wanted to, address these motherfuckers that have all these excuses and the fakes, flakes, and frauds out there. You motherfuckers out there doing all this wolfing, In the joint, we would call it cell soldiering, but it's not even that. We wouldn't even put it out there on like that because motherfuckers that would be doing that in their cells would get dealt with. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be put out there. They're gonna get dealt with. They would get dealt with. You know, straight up. But you guys behind the keyboards, thumping at your fingers, like I said, you motherfuckers are gonna get calluses so bad on your fingertips that you ain't gonna be able to wipe your motherfucking asses. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, don't talk about it, be about it. You know what I mean? All this talk, there's so many opportunities for you Mexica warriors to go out there and do what you need to do. Because right now, like I said in the past, and I'm going to tell you today, they're integrating the yardas. So you're able to you could reach out and touch somebody that is no good now. You feel me? If you're going to be about it, handle your business, baby. Don't be behind the screen tapping at your keyboard or whatever, however you're doing it this way or this way. You know who I'm talking about. You Mexicas out there. And it's all the same motherfuckers too, because I seen them on the other channels, man. I didn't want to believe it, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? Like I say, I never really applied that much energy to looking into stuff like this, but it's hilarious. You know what I mean? And just to give you guys a heads up, there's this one individual that thinks that he's getting to me. You must have bumped your motherfucking head, my boy. Your little typing skills or whatever you do, I mean, for one, you don't even fucking spell shit right. You know what I mean? I had to guess what the fuck you're trying to say. You know, I don't know if you're using an urban dictionary or not, but some of the words that you use, I've never even heard of. You're not pushing my buttons. This is therapeutic to me. You know what I mean? I enjoy this shit. It's comical to me. And the reason I say this, man, and the reason why I acknowledge every last person out there, whether you're a funny bunny or not, is because I learn. It keeps me in the algorithm. It helps my channel grow. And yes, at the end of the day, I am looking into getting monetized. I'm already getting monetized, but absolutely, if I could get that little bit of extra feria, especially the way gas prices are going, hell yeah, shoot it. You know what I mean? I take all feria, because where I come from, all money is good money. I've heard other content creators say that it isn't, but all money is good money, baby. You know what I'm saying? To a certain extent. You know what I mean? I'm gonna clear that up because I know motherfuckers out here will try to twist it up. No, I would never go against the grain. No, I will never pull anybody's covers that is fighting a case. Never anything of that nature. Never would I do anything like that. I will never speak on people on here that I don't know of. You know what I mean? If anything, I will elaborate on a topic that they've chopped it up on because I know it to not be true. And I only elaborate because my followers or my subscribers request it of me. But just to go free willy and doing this, like the way you guys do it, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I have my morals, I have my beliefs, I'm old school, and I'm gonna die old school. I understand times have changed, but I don't have to accept it. But I'm not gonna go against it. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm gonna give you an example. A lot of you individuals like to use that N-word. That's not in my vocabulary. That's that's a very derogatory word. You know what I mean? I won't use it. I will never use it. And I know people use it freely now. It's trending. But I'm not going to ever be okay with it. I have to semi-accept it because it's everywhere. But I tell you one thing right now, I haven't heard none of my little homies use it. Because I will speak up if I hear one of my little homies use it. You know, it's a derogatory word, and yeah, ain't happening. So like I said, I'll never go against the grain. You know what I'm saying? I will never discuss things that shouldn't be discussed here on social media, because what goes on behind them walls should stay behind them walls. You know, the stuff that I do speak on has already been spoken on, and it's already been out there in the public's ear. You know, so it's like nothing new. And it's something that doesn't cause how should I say, it doesn't cause any friction towards anybody living behind them walls. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to make it hard for anybody, whether it be in here, out here, or in behind them walls, to live. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to contribute to the bullshit that a lot of these cats be putting out here. You forget, man. There's homies in there that are doing all day and ain't never going to see daylight again. Why would you want to put shit out there that is business that should be left behind them walls? You know, so I'm never going to co-sign anything, anyone's bullshit. Never will I do that. And yes, I know I'm going to get some heat with the cholos and all that, but it is what it is, motherfuckers. Could bring it on, baby. Just bring it up to 10,000 subscribers. That way we can start doing lives, people. Now, with that being said, I'm motherfucking out of here, baby. That's it. If you guys want to get started on your fitness journey, no excuses. Like I said, take a look at the picture. Proof is in the pudding, baby. I didn't let that shit stop me. Shoot me that DM or email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Once again, let's get this channel up to 10,000 subscribers. 10,000, we go activo, baby. The YouTube yarda comes to life. And gracias to all of my channel members. I appreciate you guys. Let's do this.